You looking forward to a storm?
No.
No? How many say yes? How many say no? You know what? There's an adult who is a retired teacher who reminded me that sometimes, even if it's not snow, if it's rain, you get a snow day. Just a thought. Possibility of a day off school this week? Maybe? Okay, all right. I'm just checking. Anybody feel good about that? Yeah. Just checking. All right. Well, we're going to hear another passage from the Bible. We just heard some short passages from the Bible, and it's about not wanting money too much. All of those things kind of are on the same theme. But we're going to hear another passage from the Bible in a few minutes, and you guys are probably going to be gone already, so I'm going to give you a sneak preview, okay? Is that all right? This is about the life of Jesus. Something happened in the life of Jesus. He met a lot of people. He was very friendly, and he talked to everybody, so he met a whole lot of people. And when he was going into one particular town, he went into a place, and there was a man who was sitting by the side of the road, and he was just calling out, and he could hear Jesus coming, but he couldn't see him. Why do you think it was that he couldn't see him, even though he was sitting right there by the side of the road? Why do you think he couldn't see him? He was blind. That's exactly right. His name was Bartimaeus, and he was blind. And that's what we know about him. We know that his father's name was Timaeus. That's what we know. We know his name was Bartimaeus. His father's name was Timaeus, and we know that he was blind. And so, could he see Jesus? He couldn't, right? But he'd heard about him, and so he heard he was coming, and he wanted to be there to make sure that he got a chance to be close to Jesus. And so he called out to Jesus, and he said, "Have mercy on me." And Jesus stopped. There were lots and lots of people there, and Jesus stopped to listen to this one man. And then he said the most interesting thing. He said to this man, "What would you like me to do for you?" Now, what do you think? If Jesus said to you, "What would you like me to do for you? What can I give you? What can I do for you?" What would you say? Because Jesus can do anything, right? Let's establish that. Is that what we believe? Jesus can do anything, right? So anything you ask for, Jesus would be able to say, "Okay, I can do that," right? So what might you ask for? If you had the chance, this man named Bartimaeus had this chance, if you had the chance to ask for anything at all from Jesus, who we believe can do whatever you ask for, what would you ask for? Toys! Okay. So Jesus could give you lots and lots of toys. Is that what you think?
I have lots and lots of toys already.
And you would want lots and lots more? Lots and lots of toys you already have. Your folks are over there nodding their heads saying, yes, you do have lots and lots of toys. And you would like more toys. Okay, who else would have something that if you could ask that to, if you could ask Jesus to give you anything that you wanted, what would you ask for? You would ask for? The life that you have now. Oh. Can we add another thing to the wisdom literature? Yeah. Excellent. So you're saying that you understand that you're blessed already. You have a great life, and that you would ask Jesus. Excellent. Okay. All right. Boy, things are going to go well at your house this afternoon. Who else had one? Who had something? Raise your hand. Yeah.
100 lollipops.
100 lollipops. Ah, okay. All right. Jesus is in cahoots with your dentist, evidently. 100 lollipops. Okay. What would you ask for?
Gum.
You would ask for gum. Wow. Anybody else? What would you ask? If you could ask Jesus, who we believe can do anything, if you were going to ask Jesus, and Jesus said to you, "What can I do for you?" What would you ask for? Anybody else have something? Yeah. A mansion. Wow. Anybody else? Does anybody know what Bartimaeus asked for? Bartimaeus was the blind man. He was sitting by the side of the road. His father's name was Timaeus. That's all we know. Sitting by the side of the road. He had heard Jesus was going to come. He believed that Jesus could do all kinds of things. He didn't know what Jesus was going to say to him, but Jesus said to him, "What can I do for you?" What do you think that Bartimaeus, who believed Jesus could do whatever he asked, what do you think he asked for? I think you were the first person to raise your hand. He asked him that he would not be blind anymore. He said, please let me regain my sight. Did you know this story already? And you remembered it? Good for you. Excellent. Okay, that's exactly what he said. And the neatest thing about the story, I think, is that it comes after that. So we don't know actually if Bartimaeus was always blind. We don't know if he became blind in his life. He just wanted to be able to see again, is what he said. So you think maybe once he could see, at least maybe more than he could now. And at the end of the story, it says that he got his sight right away. Jesus said, it's your faith. Because you believed that I could do that, that's why I could. It's your faith has made you well, and he immediately could see. And then what did he do? Does anybody know that part of the story? Did Bartimaeus go running off and dancing around town? Or did he run home and tell people? Or what do you think he did?
He put mud on his eyes and then washed it off.
He put mud on his eyes and washed it off. You know what? That happens in another story in the Bible. You have two stories mixed together. That's excellent, though, because that does happen in one of the stories in the Bible. That's excellent. Very good. That's just a different story. In this particular story, this particular blind man, it says that he got up. He might have danced around a little bit, but Jesus and the disciples went on out of town, and they went on to be in ministry to help people and heal people in other places. Guess who went with them? Bartimaeus went with him. Yeah, he did. So not only he got his sight back, Jesus could do anything for him. He knew that. What did he ask for? He asked to be able to see. And what did he use his sight for? To be able to follow Jesus. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So whatever it is that you have, whatever it is that God gives to you, you can use that to be someone who follows Jesus. And so most of the time, it's exactly what you said. It's the life that you already have. The life that God has given you is the life that you can use to follow Jesus and teach people that there's always hope for them, and that there's always someone who loves them, and there's always someone who can help them. You guys are especially wise this morning. Wise is not just being smart. Wise is knowing some things that are important, not just knowing a lot of information,
And not
but it's
just saying candy and toys.
yeah, well, some folks are being honest because that's what they love, so that's okay. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for coming and sharing things today. And I would be very happy to share lollipops, but not 100.
No, not
How many lollipops do you get?
one.
That's what I thought. Okay, please take one and pass it around. Could you guys pass those behind to the people in the back? And then, after you have your one lollipop, if you would go and be really wonderful to your Sunday school teacher today. One for everybody. Oh, I'm running thin here. I'm going to have to get some more. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later.